Hello, and welcome to the final season of Hot Stuff, an award-winning talk show where the conversations are always hot and the tea scalding. We're your hosts, Jessica and Jillian, and for our first topic, we'll be discussing Britney Spears' memoir. So Britney Spears is releasing a memoir. There have been snippets that have come out talking about her early days of fame and discussing things that have happened in her career, personal life. A lot has come out. Jillian, have you heard anything about this?
I've heard some bits and pieces about Britney Spears' memoir. I know there's a lot of hot talk about her divorce and whether or not she'll be talking about her divorce in it. Apparently Britney has not made a lot of changes to it before it was released regarding her divorce. I mean, she and her ex-husband seem to be on pretty good terms, so I don't think it'll get too messy. It is a book that I will be reading. I'm very excited to read it. I know Britney's been through a lot, and a lot of her story has been told through other people, so I'm very excited to hear through her own words her life and see how her perspective is regarding all of the drama that we've seen on things like TMZ and hot stuff. But I'm very excited for it.
I know from some of the snippets that I've heard, she talks about her relationship with Justin Timberlake, which back in the day, I think there was a lot of finger pointing, and it was sort of assumed that Britney was in the wrong for the end of their relationship because of stuff that was put out in the media, and I'm glad that she's finally getting to tell her side of the story. I know she's also, there's been things that have been said about her relationship with her sister, and there's a story about her sister on Nickelodeon and her yelling at one of her sister's co-stars because her sister had told her a lie, and so she's trying to make that right also. And so I'm really excited to read what the rest of this memoir holds and let Britney reclaim her story.
Yeah, I'm never super excited to hear about celebrities' memoirs. I mean, it's all kind of stuff we've heard before. A lot of celebrities have very similar lifestyles, but I think Britney's will be really interesting because of all the stuff that's been going on in the media about her since she was 18. She's been in show business her entire life, and I'm sure she has a lot of really good stories to tell. And I'm glad that we're finally hearing it from her, because things have been, I mean, in the early 2000s, Britney was always viewed as a mess. And I really want to hear her clear the air about a lot of stuff. I know, like you said before, with the stuff with her sister on Nickelodeon, it's pretty ugly stuff, the stories that you hear. So I really want to hear from her side what was going on, because it does seem really bad, Britney, I'm not gonna lie. So I just want to hear her talk about it and maybe give some apologies where they're needed.
Yeah. I mean, with the conservatorship, obviously she wasn't really able to say all of this in the moment, so I'm glad she's finally getting the chance to.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really great. I am wondering, movie deal? Britney movie deal, when? I'm very curious. I wonder if after this memoir it's going to spark a potential movie biopic. I think a Britney biopic would be great.
Do you think she would play herself?
Imagine if she got her sister to play her.
She would.
It'd be great. I think it'd be great.
Could Jamie Lynn handle that? Does Jamie Lynn have the acting range for that?
Absolutely not. Well, that's all we have for now, but we will be back after commercial for our next topic, Halloween myths, here on Hot Stuff.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
The UW Whitewater Bookstore is your one-stop shop for apparel, textbooks, and technology. Stop in for a wide selection of gifts from our alumni, family, and name brand sections. Need to purchase or rent a textbook? head downstairs to Textbook Services. Check out our new custom shop and create personalized apparel for your organization. Need a charger, laptop, or headphones? Our new technology section has everything you might need. For more information and bookstore hours, visit uwwhitewaterbookstore.com.
Welcome to the Anderson Library, a destination that offers many things to students and other people.
At the library, there's a whole host of resources that you have. Support for your academics in terms of books, databases, other resources, that streaming videos that you're going to use for classes.
And we do pet therapy once a week, alternating Mondays and Tuesdays. So that is something that any and all students, staff, and community members can come in and join us for.
Well, on the main floor of the library, we have a big chess set, so that's pretty popular to have students come in, play chess. People get really into it. You can reserve a study room, or if it's just you're looking for something fun to do on the weekend, you can come check out our video games or our board games.
You can also come check out and get a snack at their cafe. There is plenty of things to do at the Anderson Library besides just studying. For more information about the library's events and other topics, go to uw.edu/library.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is Halloween myths. So recently there was a video that I saw on TikTok. It was actually in the form of a breaking news. The SpongeBob fish informing me that someone had found like maggots in their Reese's.
I saw that one too. I saw it too, and it made me feel so disgusted. Everyone's like, there's a massive recall of candy, and it's right before Halloween. And I was like, if I open up a piece of Halloween candy and there's worms in it, I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm going home. I need to like recoup. I can't handle that. I think it's so gross.
Yeah. I have a bag of Reese's in my fridge. What am I supposed to do? Throw that out? I paid money for those.
You have to go through every single one, check for worms, pass.
But that got us thinking about other myths about Halloween candy and whether or not they're actually true. I know we've all heard the classic, like, watch out, they're putting, razor blades in the candy, or they're putting, I don't know, drugs. Can we say that? Drugs in the candy. Dangerous stuff.
They put illicit substances in candy for children, and you shouldn't, like, make sure you check all your Halloween candy before you give it to your kids, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't think there's been a single recorded incident happening. First of all, illicit substances are expensive. Who would waste that on a child? I don't know if I can say that here, but I think it's a very good point. I don't think people do that. I don't think people put razor blades in candy. I don't think people put illicit substances in candy. That's not happening. Parents freak out every single year about it. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit there and like go through your kids' Skittles and squish them all to make sure there's nothing in it? I think it's ridiculous. It's like, I don't think people have the time, I don't think people have the dedication, and I don't think they have the funds for it. I think people are overreacting.
I'm just picturing a parent trying to break like a job buster, like something like a hard candy, just in case. I thought these rumors, didn't they start in the 80s? And the fact that they're still ongoing and people still are worried, I think that's crazy. I mean, I don't know anybody personally who has ever had something show up in their candy. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really warranted to be super worried about it.
Yeah, I think it's a dumb rumor that happens every single year at Halloween, and I think people overreact every year. And with all the parents posting about checking their kids' candies, I don't think a single one of them actually do. I don't think they do. I think they freak out about it and then they move on. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Eat your Halloween candy, unless there's worms in it. Don't eat worms.
Yeah.
Well, our next topic is Jada Pinkett Smith.
So, Jada Pinkett Smith, famous for her role in the Madagascar series, she has been in the news recently for talk about her marriage or lack thereof. So she was, I believe, doing an interview, and she revealed that she and her husband Will have not lived together since 2016. Like, they've been separated since 2016. Which really adds a new layer to the whole slap debacle a few years ago when he called her his wife. Just interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting, Jada. That's very cool.
I think a lot of people were defending Will because they were like, you know, he's her husband, chivalry, it's the thing, but I don't know. I think that Jada has shared a lot in the past few years about her marriage that I don't know if we ever really needed to know. I don't know if it was really necessary. She said that they won't get divorced, but maybe that would be for the best so that they can just move on because they're clearly not happy together.
Yeah, it's been so messy the last couple of years. Before the slap, after the slap, it's just been an absolute mess. Like, what does she call it? Having entanglements with other people. It's always been messy. I love seeing the Onion articles that are coming out that say like Jada Pinkett Smith pregnant with Chris Rock's baby. Like, I think it's hilarious. I love that. And you know what? I think it shows a lot. Like, there's so many different articles out there that are like satire regarding it. But the fact that I have to like double check and make sure it's satire with some of this stuff, I think says a lot about Jada Pinkett Smith in current media, because I'm like, is this satire or is this like for real? Because she said so many unhinged things in interviews, like when she and like Will were having like interviews together and talking about just like airing all of their business that they don't need to air publicly. That's stuff that you need to talk about together. But the stuff that she was saying, I'm like, I don't know if any of this is true. Like afterwards seeing like fake articles being like, this could be true. Maybe I missed the next episode of their podcast where they air all their dirty laundry. Yeah. I don't know. It's a huge mess. It's a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I don't know where we go from here, but that's all we have for right now. We'll be right back after commercial for our next topic, Halloween costume trends of 2023 on Hot Stuff.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk
at UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
The PB Poorman Pride Center is the place to go for LGBTQ+ resources, information, and community. Located in the Warhawk Connection Center, while there, you can meet people like Mia.
And I serve Impact as president this fall, as well as working for the Pride Center. Impact is our queer LGBTQ+ and ally organization on campus. We meet once a week, and we do a lot of social events as well as education events.
It feels like I'm way more accepted here than when I was in high school. It is like a really big family.
Along with acceptance, in the Pride Center you can find a little library, a clothing closet, and a satellite location of the Warhawk Food Pantry.
It just feels like a home to me. You know, it feels like my home away from home, and there's such a community here that is so wonderful and full of joy.
For more information, follow the Pride Center on Instagram at UWW_PRC.
Crew is a faith-based organization for UW Whitewater students. Their mission? To create an inclusive Christian community for students looking to explore or grow their faiths.
For me specifically, it's been amazing to just have people to walk alongside with my Christian journey on.
They always say to like go and experience new things while you're at college, and I think this is just another one of those things that you should experience.
Crew welcomes all students and is held at Summers Auditorium on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Come join our crew.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is Halloween Costume Trends 2023. We cover this every year, and I'm just saying, hot costumes this year, monarch butterfly, black cat. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is also SAG approved, so you won't be, because apparently there's guidelines for SAG members. They can't wear costumes with anything that's been affected by the strike. So you probably won't be seeing a lot of character costumes from actors this year. So maybe you will be seeing more monarch butterflies and cats this year.
The two important sides of the coin, black cat, butterfly.
Yeah.
Outstanding. I think it's great. I don't know. I
for
know
the normal people.
For the normal people who are for real, I think definitely going to see a lot of Barbenheimer couples costumes. Barbie and Oppenheimer. I think it's going to be everywhere. I know like Spirit Halloween has come out with a bunch of Barbie costumes and they're all gorgeous. The accessories, the props, like they even sell a big box that you can wear so you look like a Barbie in a box. I haven't seen a single person purchase one. I think they're so funny, but can you imagine like putting it on and then walking up to your car to like drive to a Halloween party and you're like, man, and you gotta like take your stupid box off to get in the car? That's embarrassing. But I think we're gonna see a lot of like Barbenheimer couples costumes or like friend group costumes because it was such like an important like piece of media like the last couple months. It has not died down from the hype yet. I think it's still gonna be around.
I've been seeing a lot of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce couple costumes. But some people have been mixing it up where the guy's been dressing as Taylor Swift and the girl's been wearing like a big oversized Travis Kelce jersey. I think that's fun. But yeah, I think like Barbenheimer for sure has been the big pop culture thing this year. So I'd be surprised if we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
I think there's gonna be like, I might be exposing myself here, but on TikTok, there's a lot of people who are getting into cosplay now, specifically Call of Duty characters. I think there's gonna be a bunch of Call of Duty. Nobody talked to me about this. I think there's gonna be a lot of Call of Duty cosplays around at Halloween time. I think it's gonna be everywhere. I think there's gonna be people going more out with costumes now. I know like coming off of COVID. I know we're a couple years out of it, but I think more people are getting into their costumes and going to more Halloween parties. So I'm really excited to see what people dress up as this year.
Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone's costumes. We'll be right back after commercial for our next and favorite segment of today's show, Person of the Week, right here on Hot Stuff.
The Royal Purple, the best place for all the latest news around the community and campus of UW-Whitewater. Here you'll find all different types of weekly news stories, including sports, arts and rec, biz and tech, and even fun and interesting things like trendsetter columns and the tweet of the week. The Royal Purple has a full staff to handle all of your advertising and article needs. Ad managers and sales representatives can help you get your ad in seasonal print issues online at royalpurplenews.com and out on our social media platforms. Editors and journalists would love to write features about your organization and follow-ups about your important events. For more information on student employment opportunities, advertisement services, or anything news, contact the Royal Purple over at R.P@uww.edu or give us a call at 262-472-5100. Stop by our office and say hi on campus in McCutcheon Hall, room 113. For all of your local campus community news, check out the Royal Purple here at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
Tech Crew is a position at the University Center that we have that employs students as workers to provide AV support for various events. Conferences, camps, orientations, entertainment events such as magicians, comedians, bands, and a wide variety of various things that the University Center hosts.
Tech Crew is a great place for people who are interested in lighting and sound to really get hands-on experience and to learn and to grow, and just to be surrounded by great people who also want to learn.
It is that atmosphere. It's fun, it's entertaining, you learn a lot. I've been here for a long time and I've learned a lot about various different types of people, different types of events. I've met a lot of connections that will help me later in life, and it's just fun to be around and do what you like to do in a setting where you can learn too.
Sign up for Tech Crew today.
The Department of Communication offers students the opportunity to explore the world through the faculty-led travel study program. The course consists of both in-class lecture and a 3-week travel component at the end of the semester.
You have a life that is insanely busy. You don't have to give up so much time to do a 3-week travel study, and you can compact a lot in 3 weeks.
The course is worth 3 credits and is open to all majors. The program features group travel with peers and faculty.
I think the benefit of traveling in a group like the travel study is there's always somebody there to experience new things with you, and you always have new friends to gain.
Travel Study offers a variety of travel destinations, including a trip to Ireland every other year. Develop new relationships, participate in enriching cultures, and experience personal growth while abroad.
With the travel study, it was so great being able to go to places and really experience the value that they can give to our own culture and just to me as a person.
For more information, please visit
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. It's time for Person of the Week, a segment where we discuss this week's most incredible, influential person. This week's Person of the Week is Josh Hutcherson. I'm very excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I will be going to see it. I'm so excited Josh Hutcherson's in it. I love him. I think he's great. Jessica, what do you think?
Oh, I've been a PETA girly my whole life.
I bet I was there when it was written. Like, Team PETA, let's go.
Yeah. I plan to see this movie. I don't know really much anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, but I will be showing up for Josh Hutcherson. I'm there.
I will show up for that boy. I will show up wherever. I have never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I don't think I ever will. But however, I have binged all of Matt Pat's videos on YouTube. I do know the lore as it changes. Matt Pat is carrying the weight of the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom on YouTube, and I will say that loud and clear. I love the videos. I know nothing about it. I will show up in Matt Pat's name, and I'll show up for Josh Hutcherson. I know nothing else about it. I'm so ready.
I'm glad that Josh Hutcherson is getting booked again. He's been a little MIA for the past few years, so I hope that this launches like the next phase of his career and that he is back on the silver screen regularly.
He was always on TV in Disney Channel originals and Disney Channel movies. Firehouse Dog? I love Firehouse Dog. Bridge of Terabithia? I eat that up. I love Josh Hutcherson. He's so cute. He's just this little guy. No matter how old he gets, he's always this little guy. I love him.
He's
Team
so
PETA.
boyfriend.
Let's go. He's so baby girl. He's he's so cute. I love him. I'm so excited to see him on acting again. I think he should be in more movies. I think he's very talented. I think he's got great range. I think he's adorable. I think he's very likable as a person.
Unproblematic.
I cannot think of a single scandal he's been in. Unproblematic. You're so right. He's so great. I love him. What's wrong with him? Nothing. I want to see him. I want to see him in this movie. Let's go.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. Be sure to tune in next time for another episode of Hot Stuff. Remember, the conversations are always hot and the tea scalding. We're your hosts, Jillian and Jessica, and we'll see you next time.